Hey, Miguel Dorati back here on the CRP, and we are looking at the odds for this weekend. And what we're going to do is we're going to get over to Britain and check out the Lamex Stadium in Hertfordshire, United Kingdom. And Frank Warren and his Queensbury Promotions are there. The fight's going to air on BT Sport. They're airing on the ESPN Plus app in the United States. So you want to check your local listings for start times. You should be able to get that on the ESPN Plus. And what you have in the main event is the WBO's super middleweight title that sits vacant, is going to go home with the winner of Billy Joe Saunders and Shefat Isufi. Saunders, 27-0. He's a former world champion at middleweight. He's moved up to 168. He says he's comfortable. Very technically sound fighter. Made a debut in North America against known quantity David Lemieux, and he dazzled people because he outclassed Lemieux by a good bit. And unfortunately, he has a tendency to not follow up on big fights. He's beaten Chris Eubank in the past, and then he goes off on an odyssey of fighting guys like Shefat Isufi. No disrespect to Mr. Isufi, but he's got strictly a regional resume, and what you're looking at there in terms of the odds, it says it all. Billy Joe Saunders minus 4,800. Isufi paying back at plus 2,400. The over/under 4.5. With the over at minus 200 and the under at plus 170. So we'll see. We'll see if Saunders gets him out of there. We'll see if Saunders gets him out of there fast. It should be interesting. More odds for Queensbury Promotion show at the Lamex Stadium. A lot of fights as usual for Frank Warren. And the main other fight that people want to look at is Joe Joyce taking on Alexander Ustinov. The big boys here. Joyce weighing in at 261. He's the former Olympian. And he's now 8-0, trying to fast-track his career. He's in his 30s already. So Alexander Ustinov providing the opposition, 34-3. He weighed in at 283.5. I predict this is going to be too slow. Joyce looking for big fights out there, and he's on the card. And in terms of the odds, you got Joe Joyce minus 6,000. So he's even bigger favorite than Billy Joe Saunders. Ustinov being back at plus 2,750. Over/under there is at 7.5 with the over at plus 175 and the under at minus 225. That's 10 round. It's scheduled for 10 rounds of action between Joyce and Ustinov. Lightweight action, we got the vacant WBO youth title, and between going Boy Jones and Shaun Cooper. Cooper over the limit, so at the first weigh-in. So we'll see if the title is on the line for him. Cooper 8-0. Boy Jones 18-2-1. That one is slated for 10 rounds of action as well. And Boy Jones a minus 335 favorite. Cooper paying back at plus 275. It's the only less than four-figure line on the card. The over/under 7.5 with the over at minus 530 and the under at plus 350. It's super bantamweight 12-rounder. Brad Foster and Ashley Lane disputing British and Commonwealth titles. Lane 13-8-2, Brad Foster 10-0-1, and at bantamweight, I guess they're light on competition there. It doesn't look to me as if Lane has a championship record. Foster minus 1,200 favorite, Lane plus 775. The over/under 9.5 with the over at minus 285 and the under at 205. And the last fight at the odds, super welterweight action. Balazs Bacskai taking on Danilo Moises Solis. And what we have there is we've got Solis at 25-1, Bacskai at 9-0, and this is an 8-rounder that Bacskai is expected to do well at. He is minus 2,100 favorite with the Solis paying back at plus 1,280. Over/under is 5.5 with the over at minus 380 and the under plus 260. It's post weigh-in times. Less than 24 hours till the fights. Check your local listings on ESPN Plus and BT Sport in the United Kingdom. Billy Joe Saunders taking on Shefat Isufi. Saunders looking to go 28-0, looking to get back in the world title picture, grabbing the WBO World Super Middleweight title with a win. Isufi has other plans. Saunders is the fighter to look at in particular in this fight. He's the guy who would like to impact the world stage. Guys like Canelo, guys like the Charlo brothers, etc., etc. There are a lot of fighters who have called out Saunders. Demetrius Andrade, he's even been scheduled to fight him, and he never has. we'll see if Saunders comes out of his shell a little bit. He has a little bit of a reputation of, aside from the Lemieux fight, he likes to fight at home, and he likes to, call his own shots as to when he's going to fight and stuff like that. So we'll see. You get Billy Joe Saunders this weekend. It's a treat. He's something to watch. I'm Miguel Durrati for the CRP.